This segment of Naperville Sports Weekly is brought to you by BMO Harris Bank.
Here at Metea Valley with seniors Nicki and Leana Goldman of the girls cross country team. How you doing today?
Good.
First question I want to ask for Nicki here. 14th at state for your team a year ago, 36 individually. How was it to go to state as your team and run your best time at state on the highest level for high school?
It's actually really awesome. It was great to go with the team. It's a really fun experience, and getting my best time there obviously was a good way to end the season.
Leana, how was your experience at state?
I didn't have a good race personally, but it was just awesome to be on that course with my team, especially since it was the first time I was racing cross-country state, so it was awesome.
For both of you, how does the experience you think last year help you going into this year?
It helped a lot.
Yeah, it always helps to see the state course more and more times, just so you get used to it and know what your mile mark should be and just learn the course.
Now the DVC, a very tough conference. Do you have conference goals before you get to those state goals? Is there something you guys are trying to do? Is there a top 3, top 2, win the conference? Is there anything, process goals to get to where you want to be?
I think definitely top 2. I think I want one of those.
And you finished third in conference last year.
Yeah.
And this year you guys want to at least try to get top 2, try to move up. What do you think, kind of practice preparation, what goes into that to try to get to where you need to be?
Just really good practice, staying on top of injury prevention and all of those little things like stretching and rolling that some people I think almost neglect. I feel like those are really important.
So Nicki, are you still are you still diving here at Metea Valley
I
this year?
am still diving. So I actually can't dive until sectionals, which is after cross country season, but I still practice every day.
What was it like going to state for 2 different sports?
I mean, it's fun. I love doing both of them. I don't really compare them sometimes. They're very different sports. So, I mean, it's fun to get to do both of them and to have the variety. I feel like that's the best part about it.
And you just gave up basketball. What was that? Was that one of the toughest decisions you had to make since being in high school, and how was that?
Yeah, that was pretty hard just because I've played basketball since elementary school. Actually, Leana and I were on the same Wheatland team. So that one was hard, but just narrowing down all the things that you do in high school and kind of focusing on what I want to do in college and all that. So.
Now for both of you, Leana, I'll start with you. What was the first sport you ever played, and why are you just down to cross country now?
I was actually a figure skater until I started freshman year. Kind of when it started to be figure skating and cross country together, I realized how much more I really liked cross country when I was doing it, and when it came down to it just being too much to do both, I knew that I wanted to do cross country.
I think my first was probably soccer. I know I did soccer, the dance, all that, never competitive, just kind of through the Wheatland. But high school came, I still had 4 sports for sophomore year, and then I narrowed down basketball, and then when I narrowed down basketball, that's when I decided that I really could see doing running long term, and so that's when I cut basketball out. Now I just really do diving for fun, but that's how I decided on running.
So 14 of your top 15 players are back from last season. Is it kind of a different mindset coming into this year with all the experience you have coming back? Does your coach kind of have a different feeling that he kind of expects more out of your team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit more.
Last year it was we have to do this to get to state. Now it's we have to do this to be so much better at state.
Mm-hmm.
What is the ultimate goal for you, maybe individually or the team goal? What is your ultimate goal?
Top 5 at state.
Top 5 for a team. And then I think we're both looking at all stating,
yeah,
possibly.
Individually.
With Naperville North in the conference, is there times that you look at for them, because they've always been one of the better teams in the conference, are there times you look at that they run that you're trying to get to as well to kind of, if you want to win the conference, you know you got to get that? Or do you just not pay attention to them at all?
I mean, we definitely use them as motivation just because we know how good they are. So we just use, I mean, I don't really use their times, but just if you see them doing a race, just try to get up with the Naperville North girls and try to like reference where we are with them.
Especially when we get closer to conference, we'll be looking at that more carefully. Now, like, we know that there are groups around us in a race, and we know that like we need to be with them and in front of them, but when we get down to conference, we'll be looking at that more carefully and knowing where we need to be.
Any fun team bonding activities that you guys do?
We watched the track Olympics together.
Yeah, and we also have, every year we have a blanket making party at the beginning of the year. So just to get used to, like, get everyone to know each other.
But since it's most of the same people from last year, was it still a blanket making party, or was it something else this year? Same thing?
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing?
We have those freshmen who they need their blankets.
So JV, it's all JV and varsity?
Yeah, we're always
Oh,
together.
okay. And college plans for both of you, do you plan on doing 2 sports in college, 1 sport, and what's the plan for both of you? Both trying to run in at the next level?
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to just narrow it down to running. I'm trying to do both cross country and track, so we'll see where that gets me.
I'm also planning to do cross country and track in college.
Well, good luck the rest of the season, and good luck at the
Thank
next
you.
level, hopefully, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.